All right, so we're going to solve this equation using the quadratic formula. So we know the quadratic formula, negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Here's our equation, x squared plus 9x equals negative 18. So when we use quadratic formula, we have to first make sure that our equation is in standard form so we can identify a, b, and c correctly. So we will put it in standard form by adding 18 to the left side. So now our equation is x squared plus 9x plus 18 is equal to 0. Okay, so now that it's in standard form, we can identify a, b, and c correctly. A is going to be equal to positive 1, and that's just the coefficient, the number that's understood to be in front of x squared. B is equal to positive 9, and c is equal to 18. All right, so now we can get down to some calculations. When we use the quadratic formula, the first thing I like to do is I like to calculate this discriminant. Okay, it's the part underneath the radical. And it really tells us a lot about the solutions. To calculate the discriminant, we just do b squared minus 4ac. So we have 9 squared minus 4 times 1. And our c value is 18. So 9 squared, that's 81, and 4 times 18 is 72, so 81 minus 72 is 9. Okay, so that's the value that goes underneath our radical sign, and we can build the rest of the quadratic formula around that value. Okay, so we have the square root of 9, the plus or minus. Okay, now this negative b, that really just means take the b value and make it the opposite sign. It's going to become a negative 9. And that's going to be over 2 times a, and a is 1. So 2 times 1. So that is a negative 9 plus or minus the square root of 9 over 2 times 1. So let's begin simplifying this. Negative 9 plus or minus the square root of 9, we know that's 3, over 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, so this represents two solutions. We have negative 9 plus 3 over 2. And negative 9 plus 3, that is negative 6. Negative 6 divided by 2, negative 3. We also have negative 9 minus 3 over 2, which is negative 9 minus 3 is negative 12 over 2 is negative 6. And there's our two solutions. Our x value can be negative 6 or x can be negative 3.